Money is coming to you, right this very moment. But it's being delivered to the wrong address. And until you update your quantum address, it's going to stay lost in the field forever. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money effortlessly while you do everything right and nothing changes? Why you visualize, affirm, meditate, apply every technique, but you're still looking at the same bank balance? The answer isn't that you're doing it wrong. The answer is that you're in the wrong place. In the quantum field, money doesn't come to you as a person. Money comes to a specific frequency, and frequency is your energetic address. It's like ordering delivery. You don't get food because you want it badly. You get it because you gave the right address. But here's the deadly problem that destroys manifestation for 90% of people. They're ordering delivery to one address while living at a completely different one. You tell the universe, "Send abundance to me." And the universe sends it. But it sends it to the frequency you're broadcasting, to the address where you actually live. And if you're energetically living on Scarcity Street, number 7, but you're ordering delivery to Abundance Avenue, number 100, where's the delivery going to arrive? Scarcity Street. Always. In the previous videos of this series, you discovered that your money frequency might be frozen since you were 7 years old. You learned you could be quantumly entangled with other people's scarcity, and you understood that your bank account is a mirror of your real frequency, not the one you want to have. But there's a fourth deadly problem. Even after unfreezing your frequency, cutting quantum cords, and learning to observe your account without collapsing more scarcity, you might be manifesting to the wrong address. And this explains everything. It explains why you almost receive money but don't. It explains why opportunities show up but something always goes wrong. It explains why you feel like you're doing everything right but nothing flows. It's not a block. It's not a curse. It's not lack of faith. It's the wrong address. You're waiting for deliveries in one place while the field is sending them to another. And in this video, you're going to discover exactly how your quantum address works, why you're at the wrong address even though you want to be at the right one, how to identify what your real address is right now, and most importantly, how to change your address permanently so all the deliveries from the quantum field finally find you. Because what you need to understand first is this. When you order a pizza, you give your address, right? Such and such street, such and such number. The pizza doesn't come because you want it badly. It comes because you gave the exact coordinates of where you are. The quantum field works exactly the same way. Money isn't attracted to you. Money is sent to a specific frequency, and frequency is your address in the quantum field. Just like your home has a zip code that tells the post office where you live, your frequency has an energetic coordinate that tells the field where you're vibrating, and the field doesn't judge, doesn't question. It simply delivers. If you broadcast scarcity frequency, money is sent to scarcity frequency. If you broadcast abundance frequency, money is sent to abundance frequency. It's a perfect match, pure mathematics. But here's the problem. Nobody explained to you. You can want to live at one address, but if you still live at another, the delivery goes where you are, not where you want to be. It's like updating your address in the delivery app, but continuing to live in the old house. You input Abundance Avenue, number 100, but your body still sleeps on Scarcity Street, number 7. Where's the delivery going to arrive? Scarcity Street. Always. Because the quantum field doesn't respond to what you wish. It responds to what you broadcast. And you broadcast the vibration of the place where you live energetically. When you affirm, "I am abundant," but feel fear about looking at your bank account, you're telling the field, "My address is Abundance Avenue," while your body is literally living on Fear Street. Where will the field deliver? To fear. Because that's where you are. Frequency doesn't lie. Words can lie. Affirmations can lie. But frequency is the GPS of your real internal state, and the field reads GPS, not intentions. The vibration where you spend 90% of your emotional time is your quantum address. It's where the field knows it can find you, and that's where it sends everything that matches that frequency. If your address is scarcity, you're going to receive unexpected bills, financial emergencies, opportunities that almost work out but don't. Because all of this matches the scarcity vibration. If your address is abundance, you're going to receive unexpected money, opportunities that flow naturally, financial synchronicities. Because all of this matches the abundance vibration, the field isn't punishing you, it's making deliveries. And the only reason you're not receiving what you want is because you're at the wrong address. Most people are ordering delivery to one address while living at another. They say, "I want to receive $1 million. Field listens. Field processes. Field sends. But sends to where? To the vibration the person is broadcasting now, to the address where they live. And if they live at, "I never have enough money," the million is sent there. But when it arrives at the address, they're not there to receive it. Because consciously they think they live at "I am abundant." It's like ordering pizza to Street A while waiting on Street B. Pizza never arrives. Not because pizza doesn't exist, but because you're waiting in the wrong place. Money is coming to you, right this very moment, but it's being delivered to the wrong address, and it's going to stay in transit forever until you update your quantum address. Manifestation isn't about asking for things, it's about changing address. It's about leaving the vibration where you are and going to live in the vibration where you want to be. Because the field doesn't deliver where you want to go, it delivers where you are. And the question you need to answer now with brutal honesty is, where do you really live? Now you know you have a quantum address, and that the field delivers based on that address, not on what you want. But here's the question you're asking yourself. Why the hell would I be at the wrong address? I want abundance. I visualize abundance. I affirm abundance every single day. Let me explain why you're at the wrong address even though you want to be at the right one. The answer lies in the difference between identity and desire. Desire is conscious. It's what you want to be. It's your mind saying, "I want to be rich. I want financial freedom." Identity is subconscious. It's who you think you are. It's your body saying, "I'm someone who never has enough. I'm someone who always struggles to survive." And here's the problem. The quantum field doesn't respond to your desire. It responds to your identity. Because identity is the vibration you broadcast 95% of the time. Desire is the vibration you try to force 5% of the time. 95 versus 5. Which one do you think wins? It's like trying to drive with the parking brake on. You accelerate, 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 but the car barely moves, because there's a greater force holding you back. And that force is your subconscious identity. You want to live on Abundance Avenue. But you see yourself as someone who lives on Scarcity Street. And your body, your vibration, your electromagnetic field are broadcasting, "I live on Scarcity Street." The field receives that transmission and delivers there. You wake up and do your affirmations. "I am abundant. Money flows easily. 5 minutes of elevated vibration. Perfect." Then you open Instagram, see someone traveling to Dubai, and think, "Must be nice to have money like that. I'll never achieve that." Done. Transmission. "I live on Scarcity Street." Noon, you open your bank account, see the balance, feel that pit in your stomach, that fear. Clear transmission. "I live on Financial Fear Street." End of the day, you do another 5 minutes of affirmations. "I am abundant." But in the last 15 hours, you spent 14 hours and 50 minutes broadcasting scarcity, fear, insecurity. Where do you really live? On Scarcity Street and the field? It delivers there. Because that's where you are 95% of the time. Your identity is the real address. Your desire is the address you wish you had. Here's the most honest test you can do right now. Complete this sentence with the first thing that comes, without thinking, without correcting. "When I think about money, I am..." What came up? That's your identity. That's your real address. If you completed with "I am someone who never has enough," you live on Insufficiency Street. If you completed with "I am someone who's always on the edge," you live on the Edge Avenue. If you completed with "I am someone who's going to lose everything," you live on Fear Boulevard. And as long as you live at these addresses, the field is going to keep delivering mail that matches these addresses. Unexpected bills, financial emergencies, opportunities that almost work out. Not because the universe hates you, but because you're receiving the correct delivery for the address where you live. You didn't consciously choose this address. This address was installed in you, probably in childhood, between 0 and 7 years old, when you were in theta waves absorbing everything like a sponge. You saw your parents fighting about money. You heard "we don't have money for that" 50 times, and your body recorded, "Money means tension. Money means fear." And that vibration froze, became your identity. You can even visit Abundance Avenue. You can spend a few minutes there during meditation, visualization. You can even feel the abundance vibration temporarily. But if you return to Scarcity Street for the rest of the day, you live in scarcity. You only visited abundance, and the field doesn't deliver where you visit. It delivers where you live. You can move. You can change your address quantumly. But first, you need to stop pretending you already live there. You need to recognize, okay, I live here. Right this moment, I am someone who, and complete it with brutal honesty. Because recognizing where you are is the first step to getting out of there. And there are more signs that you're at the wrong address than you imagine. The quantum field gives you clues all the time. You just weren't paying attention. These signs aren't punishment, they're notifications. Like when the post office leaves that slip. We tried to deliver, you weren't home. Money tried to reach you, but you weren't at the right address to receive it. First sign, you almost receive money but don't. Perfect job interview. You leave feeling like you nailed it. But they call saying they chose someone else. Interested client, likes the proposal, going to close. Last minute backs out. Incredible opportunity appears. You prepare, do everything right. Last second, something goes wrong and it evaporates. The money was sent, but it was delivered to address B, abundance, while you live at address A, scarcity. The abundance vibration attracted the opportunity, but your scarcity identity wasn't there to receive. So the opportunity passed, went to someone else who lives at that vibration. Second sign, opportunities appear, but something always goes wrong. Client closes, cancels last minute, job proposal, company changes their mind, deal about to close, investor backs out. And you think, why does this always happen to me? I do everything right, but it never works out. It's not bad luck. It's not a curse. It's the wrong address. Opportunities are being sent to the abundance vibration, but you don't live there. You only visit. So when the delivery arrives, you're not there to sign for it. Third sign, you feel like something is blocked. You read books, take courses, apply techniques, and nothing changes. Other people manifesting, making money. Opportunities flowing. But for you, nothing. It's not blocked. You're at the wrong address. It's like planting seeds in House A's garden and expecting flowers to grow in House B's garden. You're doing the work at the abundance vibration, but living at the scarcity vibration. Fourth sign, money arrives, but leaves immediately. You even receive money. Finally, I'm manifesting. 2 days later, car breaks down. Unexpected bill, emergency, and the money that came in leaves immediately. Infinite cycle. In, out, in, out. Because you received money in a moment when you visited the abundance vibration, but you live in the scarcity vibration. So the money doesn't stay, it passes through. All these signs aren't failures, they're data. They're the quantum field showing you, hey, you ordered delivery to address B, but you live at address A, update your address. If you're almost receiving, it means you're visiting abundance, but not living there. If opportunities appear but don't work out, it means you're attracting to vibration B, but living in vibration A. If money comes in and out, it means you haven't changed address permanently. So instead of fighting with the signs, Use the signs as a map. If you're receiving unexpected bills, emergencies, opportunities that don't close, these are signs that your address is scarcity, not judgment, data. But before I show you how to change address, you need to discover exactly what your current address is, with surgical precision, without self-deception. Because if you don't know where you are, you can't get out of there. Now comes the part that separates those who really want to change from those who just want to feel good for 5 minutes. Discovering your current address requires brutal honesty. 0 self-deception. 0 pretty answer. Because if you lie to yourself about where you are, you'll keep waiting for deliveries at the wrong address for the rest of your life. So let's do this now, with me, in real time. First tool, the question that doesn't lie. Complete this sentence, out loud or in your mind, without thinking. First thing that comes. When I think about money, I am... Don't correct. Don't choose the right answer. The first answer that came is your address. I am someone who never has enough. Your address is Chronic Insufficiency Street. I am someone who's always tight. Your address is Financial Limit Avenue. I am someone who's going to lose everything. Your address is Constant Fear Boulevard. That's your real address. Not what you wish you had, what you have. And look, I know it hurts to recognize this. But the field doesn't care what you affirm. It cares what you broadcast when nobody's watching, when you're alone, when you open the account, when you think about the future. That vibration is your address. Second tool, the body test that doesn't lie. Do this with me now. Close your eyes for a second. Think about having $100,000 in your account right this moment. Don't visualize spending it, just think, I have $100,000 available now. And feel your body. Did it relax or contract? If your body relaxed, chest opened, shoulders dropped, you took a deep breath, you live near that address. If your body contracted, chest closed, stomach tightened, you held your breath, you don't live at that address. You live far away, because the body doesn't lie. The body is GPS. It knows where you live energetically. If you think about $100,000 and your body contracts, it means this vibration is foreign to your nervous system. Not familiar. Not home. And the quantum field doesn't deliver to an unknown address. It delivers where you live, where your body feels at home. Third tool, look at external reality without judgment. Your current bank balance isn't punishment. It's not failure. It's confirmation of your address. If you have $500 in the account, you live at the $500 vibration, not at the $50,000 vibration. $500. And I know you're going to want to argue, but I want to have more, I deserve to have more. Yes, you want it, yes, you deserve it. But you live at $500 energetically, and as long as you live there, the field is going to keep sending correspondence for $500. Your external reality is a mirror of your internal address. Always has been, always will be. So instead of fighting with the mirror, use the mirror as diagnosis. Look at your account. Look at your financial pattern from the last 6 months and ask, what vibration does this reflect? That's the vibration where you live. Fourth tool, recognize recurring patterns. You always run out of money at the end of the month. Your address is monthly insufficiency. You always have unexpected emergencies. Your address is financial chaos. You always receive enough to survive but never to thrive. Your address is survival mode. Patterns don't lie. Patterns are the signature of your vibration. Recognizing your current address is not admitting defeat. It's the opposite. It's like going to the doctor and getting blood work. The doctor isn't judging you. They're diagnosing so they can treat. You can't treat what you don't recognize, so stop deceiving yourself. Stop saying, I am abundant while living in scarcity. You need to first recognize, okay, I live here, at this specific address. And then, without judgment, you can begin the change process, because real change starts with brutal honesty. Take a deep breath. Look at your financial life and complete. My current address is, Be specific, be honest, be brave, say it out loud, or write it, but recognize it, because recognition takes it from the subconscious and brings it to consciousness, and what's conscious can be changed. Now that you know exactly where you live, you can finally learn how to move quantumly. Changing your quantum address isn't about affirming "I am rich" 30 times in the morning and continuing to live with a scarcity mindset for the rest of the day. It's not about visualizing abundance for 5 minutes and spending 23 hours broadcasting fear. Changing address is changing identity. It's becoming energetically the person who lives at the vibration you want to inhabit. It's like actually moving houses. You decide, pack, physically move, update your address with the post office, and live in the new house. It doesn't help to decide and keep sleeping in the old one. So let me show you how to do this quantumly, not as a 5-minute technique, as a real process of identity change. First principle, consciously decide on the new address. You need to choose where you want to live. Specifically, it's not, "I want to be rich." That's vague. It's like saying, "I want to live in a nice house." Which house? Where? Be specific. Complete. I am someone for whom. Example. I am someone for whom money flows naturally and constantly. Or, I am someone who lives in permanent financial abundance. This declaration is your new address. It's where you're going to live from now on. It's not an affirmation you repeat hoping it becomes true. It's an identity you decide and then embody. Second principle, feel yourself at that address. Here's the mistake that destroys everything. People decide on a new address mentally, but continue feeling the old address. They say, "I am abundant," but feel scarcity. They say, "Money flows easily," but body contracts when thinking about money. Changing address isn't a mental change, it's a somatic change. Your body needs to feel at home in the new vibration. Take your new address. I am someone for whom money flows naturally. Now feel this in your body. Don't visualize, feel. What would your chest be like if this were true? Open or closed? What would your breathing be like? Deep or shallow? What would your posture be like? Upright or hunched? You need to install the new vibration in your nervous system, because your nervous system is what broadcasts to the field, not your mind. And the nervous system doesn't learn with words, it learns with sensations. So you need to practice the sensation of living at the new address, daily, until it becomes familiar, until it becomes home. Third principle, act as if you lived at the new address. Identity isn't just thought, it's not just feeling, it's behavior. If you really lived on Abundance Avenue, how would you act? How would you make financial decisions? How would you react to opportunities? Person in scarcity sees something they want, thinks "I can't afford it," gives up. Person in abundance sees something they want, thinks "How can I have this?" looks for ways. Person in scarcity receives invitation to expensive event, automatically rejects it. Person in abundance receives invitation, evaluates if they want to go, decides based on value, not on fear. You don't need to spend like you're rich. You need to decide like someone who lives in abundance. This doesn't mean being irresponsible. It means changing the frequency of your decisions. Deciding based on abundance, not on fear. Based on "I deserve it," not on "I can't." Fourth principle, notify the field about the change. When you move physically, you update the post office delivery apps. You notify everyone. I don't live there anymore. I live here now. In the quantum field, it's the same. You need to declare, "My address has changed." It's not a passive affirmation. It's an active declaration. I don't live on Scarcity Street anymore. I moved. My new address is Abundance Avenue. All deliveries now come here. You do this consciously, with intention, with authority. It's not asking permission. It's informing the field about a change you've already made. Fifth principle, consistency. Here's where most people fail. They move to the new address for 2 days, feel the new vibration, act differently, declare the change. On the third day, they receive an unexpected bill. Panic. Return to the old address. The field gets confused. Wait, where do you actually live? And as long as you keep jumping between addresses, the field can't deliver anything consistently. You need to live at the new address 90% of the time. Not visit, live. This means, even when a bill arrives, you breathe and think, I live in abundance. This is temporary. Even when an opportunity doesn't work out, you maintain, I live in abundance. Another opportunity comes. Even when fear appears, you acknowledge it but don't change address because of it. I feel fear, but I live in abundance. Consistency isn't perfection. It's returning. It's going back to the new address, even when you temporarily leave it. And here's the real timeline. 21 to 90 days. First 21 days, you're practicing living at the new address, training your nervous system, installing new identity. It's going to be uncomfortable. Between 21 and 60 days, the new address starts becoming familiar. Your body relaxes more. You live there more without effort. Between 60 and 90 days, the new address becomes home. You don't need to try anymore. You simply live there. And it's at this point that the quantum field updates deliveries permanently. Now here's the part many will resist. Manifestation isn't about shortcuts. It's about real transformation. And transformation requires structure. That's where tools like the Manifestation Kit make a difference. It's one thing to understand how to change address. It's another to have daily support to maintain that change for 90 days. This kit brings alignment checklists, guided meditations, daily protocols that help you anchor the new identity. It's not just theory. It's tools that work with everything I teach here. You can create your own system, develop your habits, do everything yourself. And it works, if you're consistent. But if you want ready-made structure that guides you through the first 90 days, the link is in the first pinned comment. Back to it. You can move quantumly. You can leave Scarcity Street and go live on Abundance Avenue. But you need to really move, not pretend, not visit, live. Decide on a new address. Feel the new vibration in your body. Act based on new identity. Declare the change to the field. Maintain consistency for 90 days. Is it simple? No. But it's possible, and it's real. And when you do this, when you really change address permanently, the field will update deliveries. Money that was in transit will finally arrive. Opportunities that were being sent to the wrong address will find you. Abundance that was waiting for you to move will flow, because you won't be waiting in the wrong place anymore. You'll be home, at the right vibration, at the right address. And the field? It will deliver exactly where you are. So now you know. Money wasn't blocked. You weren't cursed. You weren't doing it wrong. You were just at the wrong address. And the difference between someone who manifests consistently and someone who spends their life trying without results is simply this: quantum address. One lives at the frequency they want to manifest. The other only visits. And the field? It delivers where you live. Always has. Always will. So stop ordering deliveries to one address while sleeping at another. Stop affirming abundance while broadcasting scarcity. Stop pretending you've already moved when you still live at the same frequency as always. Recognize where you are. Decide where you're going. And move for real. Not in the next 5 minutes of meditation. In the next 90 days of real identity change. Because when you do that, when you really change address permanently, everything that was in transit will finally find you. If this video changed how you see manifestation, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because this series isn't over yet. Now let me ask you a question in the comments. Complete this sentence. My current address is, but I'm moving to. Write it. Declare it publicly. Because public declaration is quantum commitment. And the field listens. But there's something you need to understand urgently. Even after changing address, even after finally living at the right frequency, you might be committing a fifth deadly mistake that cancels everything. It's like moving to a new house but leaving half your stuff at the old one. You're in two places at once. And this creates destructive interference in the quantum field. In the last video of this series, I reveal the final mistake that destroys 90% of manifestations even when everything is right. Quantum self-sabotage. You're betting against yourself energetically. And while that bet is active, nothing flows. Nothing arrives. Nothing sustains. It's the most important video of this series, because you can do everything right with the first 4 problems and still sabotage everything with the 5th. I'll leave it on the end screen. See you there.